thank you so very much. We thank you for breaking it down, for making it so simple. And Femi Boyede, I can see him, he's getting ready to say some things. And please, if you have comments, we want you to comment. We want you to own this discussion is really very pertinent and important. So you have anything, questions, comments, please put on the chat. And later when we are talking, I can see one hand is up already. You can just use that emoji to raise up your hand. We will be allowing you to make comments. So right now, Femi Boyede, you have the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lady K. And thank you so much more, Bosun Solarin, for this very down-to-earth, practical, easy to identify with presentation. You have brought what people would pay for in Harvard. You have brought it to this platform in 25 minutes. And I think that I'm not the only one who understands very clearly the solutions that you have proposed. On behalf of the team, I want to say thank you. I see very well that you have thrown up so many points that can be discussed and should be discussed. So I will try not to be a discussant. But I am excited, even though a little bit dampened. I'm sure you know the name Titi Ojo Bosun. She's the executive secretary of Network of Practicing Non-Oil Exporters of Nigeria. As at the time, she was the export lead of a UK technical assistance project in Nigeria, PDF2. I was privileged to attend one of their field events at the Lagos Sheraton. One of the suggestions I brought up there that day was this idea of working together, synergizing, and everybody was just so excited. And then we decided to form a PDF export cooperative. I'm sorry, I can't remember the woman's name now. But there and then we got people subscribed and paid. I think I paid my own membership. I think a few people who decided to set up that cooperative, people paid. And then one of the anchors, one of the movers, the pioneer movers of that initiative, apparently presented himself as an existing exporter of solid minerals. I can't remember the company's name now, but long story short, a woman who actually saw the vibrancy and the practicality of what we were talking about, invested about 2 point something, maybe 2.5, a little under 3 million, and gave to that guy. And I'm talking about 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. I have been invited up to 4-5 times. The guy doesn't pick my call anymore, but at least I know that on 3 occasions, even though I was not a party to the discussion between them, but when the guy behaved wrong to type, I don't want to say true to type, wrong to type, her 3 million naira thereabout is gone down the drain. And the truth is, what Bosun has said now is actually the way to go, especially for the small, medium, micro entrepreneurs who want to have a share of the export market. I was speaking somewhere some months back. Yeah, I remember, and I was in Banjul. I was speaking with the permanent secretary, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Gambia, and I gave the example of Amul, AMHUL, Amul Cooperative in India. Amul Cooperative is such a platform that is so well run that any household that can produce 4 liters of milk, that has a cow that can produce 4 liters of milk on a daily basis, is an exporter out of India and selling fresh milk in the United States of America. It's no rocket science. These are things that we can do and can actually work in Nigeria. But we need to find the right persons. We need to find the right hearts, because it's all a matter of the heart. What motivates? That's where the Nigerian factor comes up, and that's where the Nigerian factor can be killed. And then we have systems, we have projects, we have concepts that can work the same way they are working in other parts of the world. Again, Bosun, I want to thank you very much. And please don't turn us back if we come to you even after this, because that it failed at the PDF level does not mean it's going to continue to fail. In my dictionary, and I know the dictionary of my team, the word failure does not exist. We're just going to find another way of making it happen. And for the benefit of everybody who is here today, please continue to tune into Patrick, and I'm sure that you get. Please, Lady K, don't invite me to make any comment again until the end, because I want people to contribute. And you know, if you invite me, okay, I know talk.
Unlike me, once you start talking, after a few minutes, we will say please. But the topic today is, like I said before, really down to earth and it's touching everybody. So we are really happy that you are talking today, but you are not taking too much time. Thank you so much. So as I said earlier, please raise up your hand if you can use the emoji. I have Omolara's hand raised up for a long time. Are you ready to speak now? You can adjust your camera a little bit that we can see. Oh my God, you have a beautiful face. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie J. Okay,
Lady K.
Lady K, thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you, darling. I want to congratulate the lady that spoke,
yes.
Madam Solarin. She has touched a lot of things which I feel we must probably itemize and progressively work towards getting it done. The first thing that she mentioned was that we are in transition. The transition period is a period to strategize, because the new regime that is coming in, we must encourage them to look at the area of export. And I want to say here that apart from Nigeria Export Promotion Council, we used to have Nigeria Export Promotion Zone, Promotion Zone, NEPZA. If we do all those processing at NEPZA level in the processing zone, it becomes so easy to go to the next level of shared facility. Because in the zone, you will have the shared facility. It had been done before. We started it in the early 90s. I don't know what went wrong. I need us to look at those two institutions, the NEPZA and the NEPC. What can they do to encourage this shared facility? It is the way to go. And then secondly, we cannot throw out governments because regulations must be there. Their antitrust approach, we must ensure that we kill that antitrust approach, because it is the human hand, the third hand, that is working against regulation. So these 2 points, I want us to take it home and think through it. One, NEPZA will be a process that will help us to do share facilities. And then the transition period is the period to strategize for export. Thank you, Lady K.
Thank you so very much for your contribution all the time. You are really highly appreciated. The next person I have is Solomon Ogunleye. Please unmute yourself, sir. Okay.
Thank you, Lady K. Thank you. You see, the presenter, Bosun, has really, she has really talked. I mean, the rudiment, she has broken it down in such a way that, no, excellent. But now, I will just buy what Mrs. Akonji said. You see, NEMSA is there, and the zone, export processing zone, the guy there now, I think it's Soji Adesugba. That guy is doing a yeoman's job there now. But then, in addition, when you want to pull together like that, like a team, it will be good to do what I would call KYS. Know yourself. Do due diligence about who is who. Anybody can present himself or herself as this or that. Because there's no way. Working together, we achieve more than working alone. That is sine qua non. No doubt about that. Really know who you are dealing with. It's very important. Some guys will want to take advantage of any little opportunity they see to swindle or whatever. I'm sorry to use that word. Now, export now, the entrepreneur himself, the would be exporter now, must really, in fact, he or she must really know him or herself before venturing out at all. When you know what you want to do and you know the market, now to put together now is you can contact export processing, the guys at export processing zone, while still preparing to form a team. Export processing zone, then NEPC, and all that. Because export potential, I came back from UK about 2-3 weeks ago, and I saw what top world countries are bringing to the shelves in UK. Fantastic. Is it from India? Even little countries that we don't even know, because I go in, I check their labels, I read about them. Of course, there are some few Nigerians there, but we have potential there very well. Let me end like that for now.
Thank you so very much, sir. Ofon Udofia, I see your hand. I acknowledge you just one moment. Let's go to the chat. Madam Fausat Sonny Yusuf, co-founder of and CEO of Royal Siblings, I acknowledge you. Thank you for joining us. And Fausat Sonny, yes, she was acknowledging you. She said, spot on, Bosun Mama. Change begins with me and I, as I always preach. Dankoshe Agro, you want to know how you will get these papers? Just one moment. Someone is going to talk to you about that. Bello Adamu, we are Bezanko Global Links Nigeria Limited from Guzo, Zamfara State. We'll produce sweet potato flour. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much. We're happy to have you. So Olua say great insight and point, and we're going now. I saw a question earlier. Meanwhile, down to earth. Okay, while I'm looking for the question, let Ofon Udofia. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing your name very well. Please, you can introduce yourself. Unmute yourself and you have the floor. Thank you very much. Please unpin me. Unmute yourself again. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Lady Care, as you're fondly called. It's becoming a household name.
Thank you.
I am happy with what Madam has said, but I think there's a missing link because in all the other countries, I actually started my export journey in Ghana far back in 1996, when people were not talking about export, we were doing import. There's a missing link between the government promotion agencies and the trade support institutions. In as much as we have the government doing what they are doing, at the lower end towards the local government and the rest, we should still encourage a trade support institution. That is what we are. I work for the Institute of Export Operations and Management. Like what Madam said about cooperative, we are doing something on the background, and I want to thank Boyede for his encouragement. Currently, we have a small packaging center, courtesy of ITC, when they took us to Tanzania. I saw what they are doing there. And SME may not be able to get its packaging right. They can take it to the center to be packaged. We have done that currently in Port Harcourt, and we also added a lab to it, so that we should know, apart from export, we should know what we are eating. If you cannot sell in Nigeria, you can sell outside. Like the other man was saying, who spoke before me, Oguneye. Yes, you cannot just start moving to UK. We have a lot of potentials, but the bottom line is that we need to put our house in order and strengthen ourselves through cooperative. Yes, I know there are some bad eggs. In Ghana, they said in every family there's a Mensa. But that will not stop us from continuing. Like you said in the West, that when you close your eyes, don't want to see a bad man. When the good man passes, you will not see. So at this juncture, what I want to still encourage is cooperation. Well, we have some products here in Port Harcourt, and I told Boyede, when next is coming, you should visit our center. It is not that too big, but at least I'm happy some of the products are going out. People are, even when people want to travel overseas, they say, okay, how do I package my product? So with what Madam has said, if we do that, I have discovered one thing about government. Sometimes they don't want to hear you want to, but when you have started and you are doing it, they want to key into it. So I want to actually applaud you and Madam, and feel that we should extend it. I want to say this, I'm jealous about the West and the North, because here we believe there's oil. The oil is not doing anything for us. So please, let's keep on sharing this. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. You're highly appreciated. Bello Adamu, I see your hand up. Please unmute yourself.
Thank you very much, Ma. It is my pleasure to be here. My name is
Nice to have you.
Actually, I joined you people late, so I did almost all Madam presentation.
Yes.
I would like to get the main purpose of this platform. Not that you it's all about cooperative. If it is cooperative, fine. I'm very, very happy to have people like Mr. Pemi and the Madam and you on all this platform, because I know you can make it happen, because we can see the magic work you people are doing, you know, when it comes to trade. So my major concern is that I have a product, you understand, which I developed, and this product is something that has acceptable in the market. But my major concern is that now I almost use all my resources and invested into this production, which now I reach a stage where people were asking this product. We want this product, perhaps to ShopRite, supermarket, and I cannot produce. It's something it's becoming much problem with me. So I want you people, since you are experts on this, if you can help me to provide me with investors that will come and invest into my production, because this project is a very big project. It's something that people loves to eat, wants to make use of it. So that's my major situation and concern I'm having at the moment. I don't know if I can get appropriate advice and concern. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Bello Adamu. Yes, for you, I believe Femi Boyede may be able to answer you properly, because what I think you are requesting is an investor. Am I right?
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Yes, ma.
I believe Femi Boyede will do justice to that later. So let me go now to Miss Shade Bebantum Young. Are you there, please? Shade Young. Oh,
yes,
loud and clear. We can hear you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lady K. Good to be
You're
here.
welcome. Good to see you.
Well, I must say that I don't often attend these webinars anymore. It's a lot like deja vu. Femi and I have worked in the trenches for nigh on 30 years. I haven't given up. I'm just doing some things a little differently. Because you see, non-oil export development, and I say development rather than promotion, development of that sector entails so many different aspects. And I'm glad to say that we have made progress. But one of the reasons I joined today, one, it was Femi's organization. Two, Bosun Solarin is somebody I am so proud of. And I just wanted to be sure. I knew she wouldn't let me down. I knew that she would deliver the goods, and she has. However, I'm rather sad. I'm sad and I'm glad. I'm sad because some of the things that she has brought up, we have been saying it over and over again. That is not to undermine the wonderful package that she presented to us. It needs to be presented over and over again. And I'm so happy that somebody has taken up from where some of us left off. Collaboration. Collaboration. I think it was in the 90s that a new word came into the dictionary, the export dictionary. I think it was the Ghanaians that coined the words co-opetition. That is collaboration between competitors. Most small enterprises are too small to go it alone. So I don't want to dwell too long. I'm not giving a paper here, but I'm so happy that Bosun has harped on this particular aspect because it is so key to us moving forward in Nigeria. We're too individualistic. We're too greedy. I'm sorry to say this. Let us change our ways. Let us do the right thing by each other so that we can trust each other and work together. 100% of zero is what? Zero. So don't hoard it all for yourself. You're not going to make that, you're not going to be successful if you can't do it alone and you don't work with other people. 100% of zero is zero. So please, all I can say is carry on. I'm working on the last thing that the last speaker harped upon, investment. Because SMEs have given blood, sweat, and tears. They have products ready for the market, but they need to scale. You cannot give what you don't have. The banks are not going to do it for you.
Thank you.
We need Nigerians and people in the diaspora and also in Nigeria to invest in SMEs that have exportable products. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Anna Onaye Ututu, are you there? Anna? Anna put a message out here. She said, I'm an intending hydroponics farmer, and I'm here because I'm
here.
Oh, beautiful. You have 1 minute, please. Go ahead. You
Hello?
have the floor. Yes,
Okay.
you have the floor. We are hearing you clearly.
To introduce
Yes.
myself. Okay, so my name
Yes.
is Anna Onaye Ututu.
Okay.
And like I posted, I'm an intending hydroponics farmer.
Okay.
I have received a mini training, webinar type 3D training on hydroponics farming.
Mhm.
And basically, I just want to have an idea of what my opportunities would be like once I go into the farming and what types of products I can focus on and possibly how best to launch into the export market as well. So that's why I'm here. Yes.
Okay. Femi Boyede.
I take a minute to address that, and thanks so much. I don't know if Anna heard when I mentioned the name Network of Practicing Non-Oil Exporters of Nigeria. I would promptly advise that you try to hook onto that network. MPNEN is Network of Practicing Non-Oil Exporters of Nigeria. But in addition to that, I dare say that even on this call today, you have veterans and practicing exporters like Udofia, who just finished speaking. You have Bosun, who I think she just handed over last week as head of the export group of Lagos Chamber of Commerce. And you have Shade, who is the second reason why I asked to speak now, because you are talking export in Nigeria. I mean, you need to, it's just like a guard, mounting a guard of honor for field marshals and generals. And I acknowledge that Shade is not just an Amazon, but definitely a field marshal in our fight for a non-oil export driven economy. Shade, thanks very much for joining this call today. I suspect and smell very much that Bosun has a hand in your being with us. So we look forward to seeing you on your own next month, and probably you coming to share all of those things, especially whatever it is we're talking about is probably one of the things that you also talked about almost 10 years ago. I remember your AHO deck, all hands on deck. So you probably want to come to talk to us and one of these months about how we can get all hands. And usually they say two heads are better than one. I'd like to qualify that to say two good heads. So because our hearts are programmed and primed towards the same direction, we're able to operate on the same frequency because we are conscious of the what do they call them now? Is it malaise? The discouragements, the impediments, being the motives, the selfishness, the silo mentality, and what have you. These are definitely things that need to be talked about. And I believe that Shade will honor us when we send you an invitation. But for
Okay.
now, I want to acknowledge your joining us today. Thanks, Shade.